Gabby. Says I got 0 viewers. Let me refresh the chat. One viewer. Hey Aaron, what's up, buddy? I guess it's just you, Aaron. Huh. 7:10, right on time. Alright, hopefully there's more than one person watching now. Alright, what's up, everybody? Hey, Steve. Okay. Yeah, I got shit to do. You know, I'm a busy guy. I got some stuff I gotta do. What is this? Let me right here. Here. Let me get some coffee. See how that makes me feel. That makes me feel better already. Like I said, man, I got shit I gotta do. You know, I tried to get here on time for you guys. 7:10. So y'all know. Look, here's the bees, right on time too. Bees. My bees. Good morning, Beazle. Hey, buddy. Okay, now what's the cat gonna want? What do you want? Here comes the cat. You got more demands? Oh, we're good? Oh, hey. Hi. 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 So beautiful. You keep yourself so clean. It's always so dirty. Because it's wet outside. You know, it's a little damp so he doesn't get shit all over him. You know? Of him getting on the bed. He's a big ball of muscle. Oh, good. Yeah, man. I'm glad you saw the TikTok. That's a good video. He's so cute. He growls like that before he gets up on the bed. I wanted people to hear that. He's always like, ah, ah, and he jumps up. He does it every night. It's the funniest little thing. It's our little ritual. Yeah, so, you don't have to live like a refugee. That's what Tom Petty said. He said he made "don't" into 2-syllable words. You don't have. How do you make the word "don't" and half into 2 syllables you go check out and listen to I just said his name. Go listen to what's his name? He's dead now. Tom Petty. You don't have. That's how you do it. To make two syllables out of a single syllable word. Don't have to make two syllables out of a single word. What? Okay. You don't have to live like a refugee. But now a lot of people do. In fact, we're facing the single largest refugee event in American history. And it could be in world history. Not sure about that one. But what you guys have to know is that I warned you about this years ago, and I said it's going to happen. I said they're worried about building a wall in the United States. I remember telling you guys this. I go, that wall's not going to stop dick. Because when the masses really start coming into this country, you're going to feel it from every direction. And they will, and they are right now. And they're getting in. And, you know, you just have to be aware of the reasons behind that. You know, a lot of people will tell you it's geopolitical. It's decisions leaders are making, and they're manipulating the masses, but they don't really want to tell you why people are leaving their homeland. And you guys know, we've already discussed it. You already know why. Who can tell me why people are migrating so much today? Can anybody? Why are people migrating? Does anybody know the answer to that question? We've discussed it on here so many times ad nauseum. I'm certain that one of the wonderful, beautiful people in here knows the reason, the real, true reason why we're experiencing so much migration, why it's only going to get worse. It's never going to stop, and it's only going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. Yes, Steve, thank you. Climate change. Exactly. Thank you. Hey, look, Beazle matches the Les Paul. Black and white. How cute is that? Matching. You found your matching guitar, buddy? Actually, he matches the Fender more with all the white on it. He's sniffing around the kitty cat. He's like, where have you been? I'm checking up on you. Hey, Beaslins. During a trafficker claimed they've dug under the walls for years, so the wall made him giggle. Of course they dig under, man. These guys can do whatever the fuck they want. They'll fucking slingshot your ass over. You know, whatever fuck it takes, man. My Beaslins. He's sniffing around everywhere his buddy was over last night. So he's sniffing everywhere he was. You ready to go outside now, Bees? Let's turn on the Robo-Dog. Are we ready to turn on the Robo-Dog? Here you go. Robo-Dog activated. Oh, it's beautiful outside. Look at that, Bees. You gonna go outside, buddy? Harley, you still got all your food. You're good. Don't be trying to kill me. Well, you just want to sit in your little catbird seat. You just want to sit right here and read the Beazle. You just want to sit right here and read the. Give me a kissy. You just want kissy. You want to be kissy. You want to be the Beazle. Yeah, I know I smother him. I can't help myself. Sean says 450,000. Sean says 450,000. A trafficker during. Okay, moved to Canada, laughing my ass off. Billy says them. Oh, it made them giggle. Good morning, Orca. Welcome back to the show, Orca. I've missed you. I'm glad you're here. A-Dub is here. Billy is here. Very, very good. I think Beazle finally made it outside. Yes, he did. Oh, there goes the Bees. Got him on camera. He's so short, sometimes he evades camera. goes the kitty cat leading the dog now. Dave C, what's up, buddy? Day better be the last goddamn day of painting. Ugh. Fucking painting, bro. Beazle is now peeing, everybody. Man, I'm a little congested. Maybe I should smoke a dab to start off with instead of a bong rip. Yeah. Cough up some of this phlegm. Rittenhouse jury started deliberation. Yeah, they did. Mm-hmm. Tuesday. Uh-huh. Today's the day. No, there's some other things I want to talk about, too. I tweeted them, but I can't seem to remember what they are off the top of my head right now. But they are on my Twitter feed. Oh, I want to talk about Alex Jones. Yes. Alex Jones was found guilty by the judge. Didn't even go before a jury. Didn't even hear the case. But it's for a good reason, so let's go over that in a second. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't just for all. Cheers, everybody. I'm high now. Holy shit. Huh. Oh, yeah. Yep. I was coughing out smoke, really. I always try to exhale all the smoke before I start coughing. Yeah, it was a good hit, Karen. Thank you. Holy shit. That was just what I needed. Here comes Rogie and Harles back inside. Call him Wogan like the kid across the street. He calls him Wogan. It is the cutest fucking thing. Wogan. Wogan, you want a cookie? Hey, Harles. More cookies for you. More cookies for you. Where do you want to eat at? Where do you want to eat at? My bees will be beesling all day. Look at that big head, man. He's like a great white shark. Gulping down the guppies. He's like an orca. Gulping down SeaWorld trainers. My cat is not happy with me right now. So, okay, there's this thing going on with Kamala Harris where everyone's starting to question her right now, and she's under a lot of scrutiny, and it couldn't be sweeter. It is just so awesome. You know, it's like when you really hate somebody, like I really hate her, and the public is calling her out on her bullshit. You're like cheering it on. You're like, go, yeah. I've been saying this for a long time. Yes, thank you. It's great. So they're accusing her of wanting to, take over the presidency. They're accusing her of not being organized and not keeping her eye on the ball, so to speak, and to also be being caught up in her own self promotion while not paying attention to politics, not being a Camel Harry. I love it. Camel Harry. That's a good one. She is an idiot, and she's as much of an idiot as Tulsi Gabbard. You know, they're all fucking idiots. What can you do? They're all fucking idiots. Every goddamn one of them. Every fucking politician, man. This border thing going on, it's not just happening here in the United States. It's happening in Belarus. I don't know if you guys are aware what's going on with Poland. But it's actually it's pretty bad. It's people being displaced all around the planet. Rogan, I know because you know who was here last night. And he's reliving all those moments. Aren't you, buddy? Aren't you, buddy boy? Look at you. You're so beautiful and perfect. I'm going to give you a little massage. I know you like that. I wish he was a lap dog, but oh well. Can't have everything. Oh yeah, dude. They're so loving. You know, as long as there's not another pit bull around to be jealous of. Because they're very jealous. And they're nice with their jealousy, but they'll push another dog over so they'll get the love. They'll do that. You know, that's the extent of how jealous they get. But it's still pretty ugly. You know, especially when I was at Dino's not long ago. And I had like the mom, the dad, and the puppy were already on me, and then the uncle came bounding over the whole pile to get closer to me and scratched me. You know, and I was just like, this is too much. You guys are too fucking rambunctious. You know, the mom almost kills the brother. God. My buddy warned me about this breed of dog. He said, yeah, they can be really sweet. He said, but when they're left alone in a pack, he said they just revert to a wild animal. They will kill fucking anything. And he's right. He's right. You know, they'll kill each other. I try to keep him, you know, as babied and as, you know, I try to be as sweet and as, you know, gentle with him as I possibly can. You know, the couple times I hit him, I felt horrible about it. He's my baby. He's my baby. I don't want him to fear me, you know? It's not comfortable for me if I think he fears me. You know, I don't mind that, you know, at any moment I feel like he might bite me. I'm okay with that. I just don't want him to be uncomfortable. I'm going to clean your ear. Is that okay, buddy? Let's take care of that. Something in there bothering you? Let's get all around there. Where is it? Down in there? Get it? Want to do it again? Let's do another one. What about up in here? What about way down in there? Over here, right there, right there. What about up top? Up top? We good? How's that? Should we do the other one while we're at it? Now, once cleaned his ear, and blood came out, and I was really concerned, but I looked in his ear and I noticed he had scratched it. He scratched himself. He just cut himself a little bit. My little bees. Those ears are nice. One thing Joe Rogan's right about, animals revert. Leo has never had to survive on his own yet. When a squirrel shows up, he goes for it right ravenously. Dude, when he talks about pigs reverting out in the wild, it's crazy. It's crazy that a pig will physically change when it gets out in the wild. You know? That's crazy. They don't just revert, they morph. They metamorphosize, if that's the correct word. You know? Here comes the jump. Bees will jump on jump couch. We gotta turn off the Robo-Dog and close the door. Are we ready to turn off the Robo-Dog? Robo-Dog deactivated. Oh, you want me to check your food again? Alright. Again, this cat is very hungry today. For some reason. Dude. There you go. There you go. Watching his daddy. You watching your daddy move about the quarters, moving about the grounds. It's crazy how fast they snap into savage mode. Yeah, just like my self-esteem. Wonder if we would revert. The cannibals call us along. Bigfoot are reverted human beings that just went. No, I think we just smell bad. But, you know, I think there's a possibility of that happening, actually, Billy, of humans actually losing. It's possible that humans lose technology and some survive. You know? Think about that. No more power. You know, all the people like me, we're all gone. But, you know, the solar panels have all died. You know? There's no more energy. The mobs have taken over or whatever, and then they die off. And then there's a few humans left, you know, scattered about, I would think, still surviving somehow, and with no technology again. You know, just scavenging on what's left until they die off too. You know, that's what I imagine. I imagine the Earth is going to become unlivable for humans at some point. It will be too hot, or it's going to flood, or it's going to burn, or there's going to, I guarantee you this, there's going to be a fucking volcano that's going to cover the whole planet with ash again, and all humans will die. You know, they're predicting a bunch of fucking volcanoes, man. There's seven, I believe. There's seven super volcanoes, they call them, I believe, around the planet. One of those goes, it's game over, man, for everybody. The whole planet dies. Who's to say? Well, that's what, Dave, that's what the consensus is for a few people. I shouldn't say consensus. That's what the theory is for several scientists who are studying the Sphinx. And there's this group of guys, small group of guys, and they say that the lines at the bottom of the Sphinx were caused by flooding. And other scientists say, no, that's etching from the wind. And when you've got sand, now just imagine, I mean, this is just this, guys. When you got sand and it's built up at a certain level, right? And the wind is blowing against something and it's blowing sand against stone, right? And it creates an etch mark. And then the sand level changes. It goes up or it goes down. And then you still have the wind etching, 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 etching. Just because there's etch marks on that doesn't mean that there was flooding. That would be one of the only ways that you could prove that there was an advanced civilization prior to mankind re-evolving from the primate. I just, you know, evolution happened all over the planet, and it would have had to have happened at different times, you would think, right? Or there was just one human group that developed in one area and spread? I don't know. I don't know which it was. It probably was the small group spread, right, from Africa. And then they took over the world as human beings, right? Did that happen before? Man, I don't think so. I don't think so. The planet's only, 4 billion years old or something like that. I just don't think there was enough time for that to have happened. You know, we've evolved over 4 million years, something like that. And the chances of it, let me say this. Okay, I'll give you this. There was enough time for it to have happened in the past. The Earth probably wasn't in that situation where it could support humans during those times. I'm guessing there were natural disasters that wiped out the whole planet. You know, there was shit going on. This was before everything was even developed the way we know it, with plants and trees and shit. Who knows what the planet was like? So the time might be possible, but the sequence of events that led to the evolution of humans, fuck no, bro. They're, in my mind, if someone did the calculation, you go to the first single cell organism, okay? Let's say it was, let's just call it an amoeba that formed in some water somewhere, okay? And that evolved into what we are today over a period of, how long do you think that fucking took? Right? And you calculate every fucking change that took place between that single-celled organism and where we are today as humans and every other species that exists today. And then you have to say, man, I don't think so. I think that was sand that etched the bottom of the Sphinx, not water. The Earth was hit by another planet at some point in time, and that is how the moon formed. Wiki, I would think that the moon is composed of something different than what the Earth is composed of. That would prove what you say totally. And that would make sense, that the moon was the planet that came in. The moon came in and fucking hit the earth, bounced off it, and ended up where it is. You know, over time it was spinning around. So, you know, the oceans weren't working right, right? There were no tides and there were probably no waves and shit. Who knows? Because there was no moon. And there was probably already water on the planet. Think about that shit. Or who knows? Maybe the moon hit the earth first, started settling into orbit, and then water started forming on the planet. I don't know. I don't know the order of events. But it would be nice to get all that down. A timeline of all those events. You know, when did the moon hit the earth? When did water form on the planet for the first time? The first time. I mean, did it all evaporate and come back? That the moon is perfect size ratio to make a perfect solar eclipse? Magic, you are not thinking at all. You are not thinking clearly at all. What do you mean perfect solar eclipse? What about an eclipse is perfect, Magic? What's perfect about the solar eclipse? Let me know that first, since you call solar eclipses perfect, and I love that. What's perfect about them? Define that first about the solar eclipse. What's perfect about a solar eclipse? In relation to the size of the moon, of course. The sizes, when they are the exact same size, it creates blue corona effect. Huh? Billy, my science advisor, gods! Ah, gods, my torch has fallen on the ground. Find Billy, my official torch grabber. Billy, where art thou? Billy, I can't find him. Where is he? I can't see anymore. I've lost my sight, Billy. Oh no, I can see again. Billy, where are you? Billy, come in here. I need you. I don't understand. What does he mean? What is this blue corona effect he speaks of? I don't know. It happens in space to other bodies, but it doesn't create. I don't know what blue corona effect is, bro. We can't call something we've never seen on other planets as perfect. It's biased. Well stated, Billy. I mean, I would hit it from another angle too, but that's well stated, and I'll just, yeah. Well stated. Well stated. Gods, you've done well. Relieve yourselves. Billy is here. Billy can handle everything. He can handle every situation. Other stars can eclipse other stars, planets, etc., but they are the exact same size. I'm just kind of curious, Magic. Number one, you have no idea what you're talking about. And quit acting like you know what you're talking about. Number two, what is the moon the exact size of? Exactly. Explain that to me. What is the moon the exact size of? If the moon was closer or further or a different size, it wouldn't look the exact same size on top of each other. If the moon was closer or further or a different size, I do know. No, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm saying the circles appear the same size to us in relation. I'm saying the circles. What circles are you talking about? Magic. You know what I hate about you right now? Is that you have no idea what you are talking about. I wish Simon Dan was here to debunk you, because I'm in no position to debunk what you're saying. But I could tell just by the things you're saying, you have no idea what you're talking about. And neither do I. But I know this. You can't explain that first statement that you made, and now you're just trying to quadruple down at this point. The moon on top of the sun, those circles. What circles? The circles appear the same size to us in relation to the sun? Okay, so I'm going to try to explain what your moronic statement is attempting to say. You're saying that if the moon was any other size, we wouldn't get an eclipse? That object up there still wouldn't block the light. If it was a little smaller, a little bigger, or in a different position, it wouldn't block out the sun at another time? Or for another, at another, for another duration? If the moon was further from us, or the sun was a different size or distance, the spheres, okay, not circles. Oh God, here it comes. He grabbing shit out of thin air. Magic says, oh God, here it comes. No, dude, here comes what? No, I'm saying they are the perfect size, and it makes solar eclipses look way more stunning. Can anybody else in the chat help me out here? Do you hear what this guy is saying? Look, Magic Freeman, I haven't had enough coffee to deal with you yet, bro. That is a fact. I think, Magic, I think you should just get to your point. You don't get it, apparently. Yeah, because you're not making your point. I'm going to assume that your point was the very first thing you said, which was total bullshit. So what's your point exactly? What's your point? We made our first deposit. How long will money show up in an account? I don't use Robinhood because Robinhood sucks. But money shows up pretty quick. It'll show up, if you got it over the weekend, it'll take over the weekend because it's banks. But within a day or two usually. You've heard them? You've heard scientists say what, Magic? Just tell me what you're trying to say. I'm done. I've said as many different ways as possible to make it. No, you haven't said anything. This is why I'm just sitting here waiting for you to make your point. What's your point? Can't you just state it? I think that's why the rest gonna need a bigger cup, says Wiki. Right, Wiki? I couldn't have said this any better. I'm gonna need a bigger cup, man, to deal with this right now. And you guys, come on, in the chat, could you help me out here? If the moon was bigger, it would appear larger over the sun. And you're saying that wouldn't fucking cause an eclipse? Dude, the moon hasn't always been that size. You understand that? And the moon hasn't always been right where it is. It moved into that position, and it's moving out of it. You realize that, right? It's shifting. It's not going to be in that orbit forever. It's not going to last forever. You're trying to say it's perfect. Well, no, it's just in a position right now where we can survive on the planet. It's about the distance. If the Earth moved up even an inch, the size would change drastically, and nothing's perfect. That they would be the exact same size in the sky. They're not the exact same size in the sky. Bro, you're so dumb, Magic Freeman. Why do you think you're not supposed to look at a fucking eclipse? Why do you think there are partial eclipses and full eclipses sometimes? I can't believe that and I can't believe you guys are just leaving me hanging out here. The rest of the chat, please. Reason with this kid, man. He's literally telling everyone here that he knows what he's talking about. Thank you, A-Dub. Orcas eat great white sharks, lovers, with a side of fava beans and a nice Chianti. It wouldn't look nearly as awesome during a solar eclipse. It wouldn't look nearly as awesome. What's your point, Magic? It looks the way it looks. What's your you don't know how it would look if the moon was different or if the sun was a different size. You don't know how it would look. Maybe it would look way more amazing. Maybe we'd have rainbow rays, if it was just a little bit smaller. You know, maybe it would rain fucking bitcoins down on all of us if that happened. Who knows? It's just not the way it is. I'm still asking you to make your fucking point. You know? Can you make your point? I mean, is your point that it must have been created by something? Is that your point? And that you're afraid to say that? Either we're lucky. Yeah, we're lucky. Exactly. We're lucky. You got it. Oh, it was put there by somebody or something on purpose. Magic Freeman, right. Yes. The aliens brought the moon here. My goodness, come on, dude. Look, guys, I'm going to end the show on this. I really could have used more support from all of you with this moron. Magic, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. The rest of you, I love you guys. I'll see you all this afternoon. Take care. I'll see you on Twitter, okay? @NavesGarden.